Hello Monochrome viewers, I'm Romain Marietta, the Director of the Product Development and Heritage at Zenith. We are here today to discover a novelty that we will drop on the 14th of September this year, 2021. 2021 obviously has been a huge year and is still a huge year in the Chronomaster collection for Zenith. We have been dropping earlier this year in January the Chronomaster Sport, the Ultimate Chronograph Steel on Steel. Later on in July we have the Chronomaster Original, and we will talk about this line particularly because we have a new model, e-commerce exclusivity in that collection, Chronomaster Original. A bit of a background about where comes the Chronomaster Original. The Chronomaster Original is directly inspired from the A386, the 1969 steel chronograph, the first one equipped with the El Primero back in 1969. The first one equipped with the three-color sub-dial signature, and the soul of the Chronomaster collection, the mirror of the DNA of Zenith. And this year, Chronomaster has been a huge push for us. It's really, at the center of our attention in our collection because of the El Primero, obviously. Our history is linked to the El Primero. Zenith will be nothing with the El Primero, and the El Primero will be nothing without Zenith. So particularly this new model, the Chronomaster Original e-commerce exclusive edition, is, I would say, a geek models for the people who just love the three-color sub-dials, the three-color shades of register that we have in 1969. And we played a lot around this one, not only in normally what we are doing as usual, the sub-dials. We have worked also on a specific aspect of the dial, which is the tenths of a second tracker. This watch, just to remind all the people, the Original and the Chronomaster Sport, which I'm wearing, are the ultimate chronograph with the tenths of a second indication, which is at the center of the DNA of the brand, because of the tic-tac, because of the heart beating of that watch, of the movement El Primero, 36,000 VPH, allowing the watch to display the tenths of a second. So this is really at the center of this new alliance, the Chronomaster Original, but also the Chronomaster Sport. This one is equipped with the new movement, the new caliber, the new platform, 3600, which is an improved, an upgraded El Primero version, but absolutely respecting, faithful to the original, but with all the improvements that we have been able to do in 2021 with the latest technology that we are using, including, of course, algorithm calculation of the efficiency of the, I would say, the delivery of the energy throughout the gear trains and the movements. So we have been able to respect the DNA, the aesthetics, of course, the indication and the construction of the movement and the proportion of the El Primero since 1969. So still 30 millimeter diameter, 6.5 millimeter in terms of thickness. But we have been able to upgrade the movement with a 60-hour per reserve, a new stop-second mechanism, a bigger column wheel that is driving the chronograph. That's part of the DNA, I would say, of the El Primero since 1969. And this model here, as you can observe on the dial, has a specificity which is absolutely linked only to Zenith and the El Primero, which is the possibility to indicate the tenths of a second. So the chronograph hands is doing a revolution around the dial in 10 seconds and not anymore in 60 seconds. So this is a new scale, this is a new benchmark, and this is what really, I would say, differentiate ourselves from the other chronograph on the segment. We really want to be part of the big players of the chronograph competitions. We have the legitimacy, we have all the, I would say, legacy and decades behind us to claim that position. And we have specific models, and this one particularly, this edition, e-commerce only, has all, I would say, the geeky aspect of what you want to find on a Zenith chronograph equipped with the El Primero, pairing the three colors, sub-dials, counters, registers. We have split for the first time the tracker, the tenths of a second tracker around the dial, so 3 different segments for the first time, and also the gray calfskin nubuck strap that is bearing the color of the 6 o'clock counters, and also the 2 stitchings that reminds you the 2 colors of the 2 other registers. It's a 30 millimeter steel model, like all the original, like the A386 from 1969. That was very important for us to respect what has been done 52 years back, because the El Primero is 52 years old and we are the only one brands claiming that they're still using the same movement after 52 years. That's an asset on which we want to capitalize. We kept on improved this movement since more than 5 decades, and this is the final result for this one. This original version is the funniest that we have since July, with these colors, a lot of things happening onto the dial, and of course it's equipped with the Sapphire crystal case back, with the folding buckle, like every other Chronomaster original that we have so far. Pump style pushers, and the absolute, I would say, respect around the proportion of the watch since 1969 in the A386, which is one of the most iconic model. So as mentioned, and to finish, this model will be only available on our e-commerce. The e-commerce has been, for us at Zenith, introduced in 2020 during the pandemic. It has been very, very successful. And since then, we are keeping some very cool models only dedicated to the e-commerce. It will sit next to the manufacturer edition, which was also equipped with the same kind of case, same diameter, but not the same movement. This watch will be delivered with a specific watch box that is in the same, I would say, legacy that what we have done with the manufacturer edition and also the Felipe Pantone. It's a watch box that looks like a book that you can put inside your shelf and you can collect them. So it's kind of cool to keep on collecting these kind of watches. So starting from the 14th of September, this watch will be available on the e-commerce exclusive for Zenith. Voila, that's it. Thank you for having been with us today, and I hope you will like the watch.